Welcome back to part number 5 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as Epirus. This is a non-standard playthrough. We decided, ever since coming back to Imperator, I played a Roman world conquest. I did a Bosporan world conquest with the autocracy versus the Republic. Both of them were fairly martial-oriented, although the Bosporan was quite a bit of civ building. I did Epirus. I didn't want to go into Rome. I think it's a lot of very stressful micro in the early game, and why should I hassle with it, really? Our missions are such that we're incentivized to go and do it. I didn't want to do it, and we're going to just leave that mission be. This area is a nightmare as well. Even at our size at present, we would still get crushed by even a singular Macedon. I'm sure Macedon would destroy us. I know Rome would. These Grecian city-states, various defensive leagues and whatnot, they're all well off at this point. They probably have a lot in the bank. They'll hire mercs, and it's just a bloodbath down there, and then you have to assimilate and convert the already existing citizens, nobles, freemen, and whatnot. Here we can have our run of the place, move the pops as we will into cities that we're building, and that way we know that the citizens and nobles at least will be primary culture, which will drive the loyalty up. Let's see the loyalty exactly. It should all be relatively high. We have this area here, which is trouble, but that's wrong culture and wrong religion, and our legacy areas are doing reasonably well. Like take here, for instance. Where is that? This is a positive. Essentially, anywhere I look, really, I think essentially will be positive. Like here, let's see. That's ugly. Why is that ugly? I don't know. I think we must have taken a loyalty hit. Anyway, whatever the case is, we'll deal with the rebellions if and when they happen. Our primary focus is on coastal areas in Illyria. You'll note these are all essentially very positive. We're coming up hard. And then here is another place we're building cities, spiking up. I think there's another city here, spiking up 100%. These areas, not so much so. I'm going to use what money I have, which is quite a bit, to continue to evacuate these pops down to cities I'm building. I have 2 coming up here and here. I'm going to move the capital to, I believe, this area here shortly. And just let some time pass and carry on. The Romans, we're at war with them for these small warring activities here. Cilicia is at war with. He hired this merc, and he's been garrisoning our frontier or our Illyrian territory here. He's going to go and stick it to this barb. More power to us. We're working our way down towards this 25% extra higher research rate. That'll get us to 200%, and then we can colonize up in this area without worrying too terribly much. One of our cities just came online here, Ankos. I think, let's see, the slaves are good there. What's the cultures? We need 1 primary. I spent some gold, moved some pops into our new city here. It's not particularly populous relative to capacity, but the number here can grow. We can move some of these wrong culture pops down, and we're going to burn an investment here on infrastructure population capacity. So I'm going to see about getting more of these wrong culture, wrong religion guys out from this area here down to our new city. We just popped another innovation, and we can take this and get a free provincial improvement as well as 2% state religion happiness on our way down to our higher research rate. Another city just popped in this area here, Skardon. Get some pops in there as well. Not many there. Looks as though the Roman has called us in. We'll take his offer there. Unfortunately, we are essentially claimed out. We have no aggressive expansion, which is neither here nor there, really. We can't even really control or deal with the area or territories we have. Why go deeper into wrong religion, wrong culture, when we can't even really maintain the loyalty here? At least so far as I can tell, yeah. So we'll mull about here and be happy with no aggressive expansion. I suppose, again, we could file here, but the Romans would immediately take it over, and I'm pretty sure, well, they would use it as a provocation to declare war. Let's see if they have a claim there. I'm pretty sure they must have it. Yep, they sure do. They sure do. We're not going to declare a claim there. We don't want it. We don't want our... If we have a claim against Rome, it would give us a relations malice. We don't need that trouble. I'm going to build a city here right on the border between Pannonia and Illyria here. What's the... it's in the hills. It's no problem. Let's do that right now. The warm period is upon us. We're going to have a lot more pops soon. So we need to get these guys hopefully out of these areas here. I'm not holding my breath. There are quite a few pops mulling about here. I managed to move, I think, most of these pops out here from this furthest aspect that we've expanded, one in each. It's just barely holding its own due to our religion and slave modifiers, but barely holding its own is not going down, so that's good. I'm going to take the stability here, 6. We have 2 innovations banked. We'll get some popularity here, as well as a 0.01 corruption tick. The decade ticked over. I gave myself another 40 military experience. The Romans called us into another war. Let's move our capital while we can. I'm going to move it right there. Spend the 80 PI and be happy. So what war is this now? Yikes. If he keeps up with this, he's going to end up in a civil war, and then we will have to deal with him, or his alter ego. I noted that one of our heirs died at some point while trudging along here. This fellow is in line for the succession, but he's not married, and of course no one was willing to divorce or marry younger than one might expect. So rather than, you know, watch this time like a hawk and sort of ruin my game relative to having fun and just making it sort of a chore, I'm going to remove the chore and add the fun. We have Nicagora of the Gelid dynasty. Character ID 48626. She's 13. She's about to become of age. Let's see, 48626. This should work. She's 16 now, good for me. I think we can now marry her to our heir here. There she is. Let's do it. We've done it. That city we built in Piri here has popped, and I have placed a fair number of primary culture pops in there that were just sort of about the area. Let's see, we have 9 there. We have quite a few Aravicians, but I think there are more that can be brought down from these territories here. I've been quietly moving them out, and the loyalties are not outrageously bad any longer. They're just sort of slowly bleeding. These areas here is just sort of like bleeding, but there's not a lot of pops here. So at some point they'll assimilate and convert, and it should be it should resolve adequately, one would think, at least. There's a lot of Hellenism about. So I'm going to continue to move these pops out. We're going to populate this city to its maximum value with pops from here. Alright, I took a bit of a break from the game. Where are we? The same place we were. Just 5 or so years have passed. I've just been shuffling pops about, building cities and whatnot. We have urbanized this area up here quite well. We've moved our capital to this territory here. We have a fair clip of PI. We make a fair clip as well. Let's see if we can... Our king will soon be gone. He's in poor health, but his children live on. Okay, so that's the good news. What we're going to do next, clearly probably conquer these guys for some aggressive expansion, as they're just sort of in the way in there. There are a lot of pops in the area, and I think we can utilize these pops and move them down to cities that have yet to be built in these various areas along the border. It'll be a tricky war, as I really don't want to build any forts in these cities in the middle of this territory here, as they won't age well. They'll probably just be, as we expand into this area, they'll be essentially unassailable to anyone except, say, Rome or whatnot. So we'll have to hire enough mercs to obliterate these guys, and we'll see about adding to our legion count here as well. There's another 4 that can be had. I think we'll go with 2 of these and another heavy infantryman as well. That gives us a decent ability to siege or these forts down without having to assault them with our mercs. Perhaps we'll just add another there as well. And then we'll start to build cities. There's no rush. We could have been more coordinated in this effort, but really it was a brush fire. It still is over here. And I needed to get as many of these wrong pops out of this area here as possible down to our loyal coastal territories where they would have revolted. They still well may. So along those lines, let's start by building a city somewhere along the border of Illyria, so it will add to our legion count. Let's see here, Illyria. What are you? You are a mountain, I see. Okay, so back to the drawing board. How about you? You are a plain. So let's... How many cities do we have there? We have 1 so far. We'll build the city here. The point being is that at some point we'll be able to move pops from here to Marsonia, where I should really build a city as well. And then from Marsonia right into Castra, without having to go from Castra to, say, I don't know, here or wherever I would have put it. So the closer to the border they are, the better. I don't want to build one here as yet. I probably should. Would starve, perhaps. Maybe I can build them. Anyway, we'll leave that be. Let's see, our PI is reasonable. We'll build one more in Illyria. Illyria here. Let's see what you are. Probably a mountain you are, yeah. How about you? It's a forest. I'll build one there anyway. Maybe they starve, and maybe they don't. The singular providence is certainly going to be challenged, but as long as I don't move too terribly many pops in there, we'll get something rolling along. Another problem is... we have a new city. Okay, that's not the problem, the new city here. We need to populate. The problem is these barbarian strongholds here that will pop right in the middle of our war and essentially ravage these civilized territories. So I try to wait for these to trigger before declaring this war. I'm in no rush. We also have a very high stability, which is good for our loyalty, but we also have... Zeus is not bad for aggressive expansion, really, but we have plenty of tyranny, and I'm going to add... Where is this? Zeus Nios. I probably have mispronounced it. And there we go. So we're still above 50. We're not bleeding as much, and we have a 4% religious happiness bonus as well. Earlier in the game, when money was tight, I could have created a shrine to the deity we just switched over to. I believe the Oracle of Dodona, which is here. It was popping up earlier in the game, but apparently I can't action it any longer because I don't have a building slot. I suppose I could delete the mine. There's no point in having it. I'll dredge up some money. I wonder if I can have it now, but I don't want to build it there either. So yeah, all we need now is the 200 gold, but then I'd have to build it in Dodona, and I don't want to build it in Dodona. I'd rather build it here. We'll lose out on some various bonuses that pop up from time to time, but I've given myself various bonuses with the console, so I'm not worried about it. Our buddy here has declared war on Macedon. Yeah. Uh-oh, hold on a minute here. Well, that's could be considered inconvenient. It could be considered a huge problem. What are we going to do about it is the question. If we help him, what will that mean? It will be he'll be on our border, and he will have this territory. And will there be anyone to stop him, really? The question I have is, what if we were to declare war on Macedon? What would happen to the call? Would Rome just... would we lose our alliance based on our inability to respond to said call? I don't really know. And we would probably get worked over pretty badly, at least in the early stages. But I think it seems to be an equitable solution for our present dilemma. Is it gonna... well, let's get on the ball here, and we will move it out. We're going to declare this war immediately. And that is going to get ugly for us fast. We'll not declare this war immediately. We will have to deal with them anyway, because we'll have to accept Rome's offer. We won't though. We don't have to do it right now. There's the Roman juggernaut. That's what we've been avoiding this whole game. I think it could be getting ugly for us relative to our Roman neighbor. Yeah. What to do? I don't know. I hired this other merc. Let's get him over to the fray here. It looks as... I saw a peace pop up here, and he made peace with someone, but he's at war with a few, really. If we just sort of let this roll along here... It's disappeared here. Unfortunately, our... I see, Dishonored Alliance, minus 99. Doesn't it usually give you 2 chances to answer the call? How unfortunate, really, for us. Let's see here. 3.66, I see. I think by clicking the button on answer to call, I didn't get 2 chances, and now our Roman friends are no longer interested in an alliance, at least. Oh, look at that, we can have an alliance. Maybe we can declare war and then re-ally. We'll just let a little bit more time pass here. Looks as though he's ready. We'll let Macedon call up whatever legions or levies he has over here. Maybe he'll head over. He's invaded Egypt here. He's probably... Oh, look at that. I wonder how long that war has been going on for. Let's see. Oh, looks like he peaced out. Oh, no, he didn't. It's a minus 38 Egypt versus Macedon there. So, theoretically, one would think that probably he's over here. Maybe even down in here. So, the good news for us is there's really no time like the present. We can declare this war immediately. with the war goal of to take his capital territory. We'll have that. And then we'll re-ally with our glorious friends Rome. And we'll be happy. As if nothing poor had happened. Alright, so here we go. Our war goal is his capital. It has a, what is it? Let's see what level fort. Level 1 fort. All we need to do is drop this. He's probably again in Anatolia, so let's hope he is. We're going to assault that fort and then get on to his capital before the Roman can react, hopefully. As to this guy's activities, we'll go there as well. As money becomes available, I'm going to hire probably another merc somewhere, maybe. I'm going to add another legate. I think she's perhaps who's most loyal. She's not very good. Let's see, 78, 68. A bit corrupt. Let's plop her down and dismiss her. She has a high power base in the country, and there was something about sided with her, plus 15 loyalty. I don't want this to time out in the middle of combat here. She's still reasonably loyal. Let's carry on. We've reached this fort. We should have some good modifiers. There's only one. We're at plus 2 bonus. We'll see. Looks like this dime character here wants to sack our former capital here. We should be able to take him. He has a 5 marshal, so if we raise a levy, where's he going? It is yeah. Here we'll take him. I'm going to assault this fort against better judgment, perhaps. We've defeated the Daimian levy there. Let's see what goes on with this assault. It's ugly for us. But the job is done. And off we go. Off we go. Rome wants military access. I say more power to him. It looks like his fleet is the only thing in his home territory. Hopefully he's off in Anatolia. His fleet has run off. We've reached the capital with our glorious 4 siege engineers. You know, we just happen to have two innovations in the bank here. I believe we could get sapping here. Although I was hoping to get, what do we have here for loyalty? Integrated monthly corruption. Maybe we'll wait, there's no rush. Let's send our levy down here, see about conquering this Aryan territory, part of our former, what is the name of the province? Epirus. We've won this occupation. I believe we can go here as well. Again, against better judgment, I'm going to head down here and assault this fort. I'm going to try to find another merc. I'm going to hire this merc right out from under Macedon and see about going de-exiling him right up here. He should be exiled. He is, yeah. So we'll send him, let a day pass here, and then we should be able to move up here and de-exile. We can have 54 PI, I believe here for 10 corruption. He's 70, he's in poor health. I'm going to take it. We've de-exiled, and we'll go down here and support this, what there is of it. Very low morale. We've taken this area here. Let's take this over as well. We've taken this capital territory here. Let's go support Pella. We have this merc on the way here. I'm going to assault this fort. We've done it. Let's see here, this area. See, we can, I think we can go up here. Let's try it. We have all 3 of these armies congregated in Pella. They have plenty of food. I'm thinking on assaulting Pella and getting on with it, but there's no rush per se. I think I'll let one more month tick over and then assault it. Let's do it. Let's see what the morale here is like. On we go. It's a manpower bloodbath, but we've done it. We're gonna get, let's see, our Taxus has worked over badly. Let's get out of this area here. These mercs have seen better days as well. But I think they can do it. They can do it surely. This guy here is, we'll go over to this area here, assault that as well. We've reached here, let's assault that as well. Boom. We're gonna go and reorganize here, get our numbers back up. This merc here is, he needs to reorganize badly. We've won this occupation of Thessaly here. We'll go and take this guy out. What are the status of our Roman belligerents who started this whole madness, mad cascade off? He looks to be mulling about in Italia there, or Italy. He's dropped these guys off. We gave him access, so he's gonna land in our territory and maybe march off, probably mull about here as we've occupied all of it already. We've reached friendly territory and are reorganizing here, and I'm sure he will return. At least at some point, one would think. Although, who really... Oh, look at that. The Roman has landed over here in Anatolia as well. Oh, good for our game-long stalwart ally here. Looks as though he's changed his mind. He's going... Where is he going now? Well, I swapped out the governor here. Looks as though we're still somewhat equivocal. I don't think it's true, though. We should put it to this guy badly. We'll find out. March 24. It's over for him. Let's get this guy on reorganization detail there. Uh-oh. Let's see. Some mad mercs there. This guy here is... Let's see. Maybe we'll get the heck out of this area. We don't need any trouble. There probably some of his guys will stumble back at some point. Who really can tell? Who can tell? I'm sending this levy down here to take this capital. Maybe we can siege down this as well. Who knows? I wonder how willing he is to peace out equitably with us, really. That's where he draws the line, his capital. I say, how about you? We'd really like his capital, though. We're going to wait it out. Looks like we're going to catch these stragglers out here. That guy that was bogged down sieging. And then we retreated. I think there's another... he must be here. Unless we got him. Let's see. This is no supply train, but... well, stranger things have been known to happen. We're feeling better here. Let's get off reorganization and down and siege this fort down. I think this unit has sufficiently recovered as well. Let's head him down right here. Our city has come online here and in Castra as well. Just want to make sure that I have slave promotion active there. There, good for us. I'm pretty sure this is a merc that's been let go. This was the merc that was hazarding our siege here, so it's been disbanded. And Mac is now at war. Yeah, with the same. He must have run out of money. That's the only reason he would disband these mercs. As they both returned. Yeah, and he's in the middle of a war that he's losing badly. So he must have run out of money. Which means that once we get to this fort, in fact, we don't even need to get there. We're going to assault it right now with that mad merc. And then we'll just disband this merc and carry on. Boom! The siege is hit there. Why should we disband him, though? There's no need for that. Let's head... where is the capital of this territory here? It's here. And there does not seem to be a fort. As our merc was going to disband him anyway, so he'll go on an adventure. off to that area, see if we can conquer it. This levy here has got that fort there to 0%. Once this merc arrives, I plan to assault it. This unit popped a 500-man cohort. He's returning here to guard against any incursions. And our mighty Roman neighbor is garrisoning Magna Graecia. Well, this occupation has hit, and is there anywhere to go, really? We can go here. Why not? We'll do it. Our merc has arrived, and we can assault. Boom! We've done it. Who else are we at war with? Athens, Dime, and a whole bunch of various sorts here. Delphi as well. Well, let's go down here and see about relieving Delphi of their territory. And we'll go over here as well. This merc took him off a reorganization detail. We're going to head down right here to Pella at least. It looks as though we've reached this territory here, and so far as I can tell, there are no forts. I wonder, really, where's the temple of... Oh, it's here, yeah, Artemis, and then, yeah. Oh, wow. Let's see, as a peace agreement, we really don't need much more trouble with these guys, really. Thessalonia here is look at that, he's agreeable there. Let's see here, we could perhaps take this area as well. This seems to be where he draws the line, but just barely. I'm gonna march our siege taxis with the 4 siege engineers over here, see if we can down that, dredge up some war score. We've taken this. Maybe that unit will just sort of mull about there and wait, because we could peace out sooner than later and just not take as much as we were going to. Well, this Macedonian 3rd Taxis and the levy of Thrace has returned. He has an 11. General, 15 heavy infantry, some flankers. We have a fair number of heavy infantry, but it's the terrain is such that the hills are there. And perhaps we'd just get the heck out of that area. We're still stuck there. So let's see what sort of peace arrangement can be had. When does he arrive? He arrives July 24, so maybe we can assault this fort away. Who knows? Really, we'll try. Just July 23, so we'll run it up to 20, 20 whatnot, 1, 2, 3, and then tomorrow it's over. I suppose we could let it run. Well, let's see what happens. Looks as though we got what we wanted, and could perhaps take even more. Look at that. We've done it. That looks like the plan. Let's do exactly that right now. So we have some AE to burn down, and I believe that Pella would become a settlement. Let's see, does not have city status. What is that? It does though. Revoke found. Okay, so it does have city status, but it's not a metropolis. So if we raise it, how much money do we get? A pittance, really. We want these people to be happy. We'll gain some legitimacy. Our leader is about to pass, so we need that badly. I'm going to stand down these mercs, disband the levies, return to our home territory. We'll go and drill in Pella here in honor of our glorious conquest. And dredge up some money in between episodes here, move some pops to our new cities. That should do it for this episode. Let's see exactly what we're doing relative to provincial loyalties. I see this area is gone. Yep. How about this area is gone as well? I see. Well, The war, normally I think I would have caught that and tried to move some pops out. Dindari is about to go as well here. Whatever the case is, they're going to try to cope with all this. And let's take a look here about our loyalties in our newly conquered territories. And then even with, we have a governor. So it's positive. Positive, right? Positive. Positive. Slightly negative, and generally not irrelevant, as we'll be able to assimilate or move these pops out into various other areas. That works. That works. We are almost completely Hellenic, and these guys are a wrong culture group, which means they're going to be less prone to be rebellious than not. It's a Macedonian culture. Nobles even are reasonably loyal, freemen very much so. The slaves, well, that's going to do it. I hope to see you in the next episode.